Not my responsibility to try to get you to go right. I'm not trying to do that. I used to be that type of guy that try to tell everybody, hey man, you're doing wrong. This is what you need to do to get this. That's not what we're supposed to do as men of the Most High. We don't supposed to be going out here trying to get people to walk right when we're walking left ourselves. You see that? It just don't make sense to me how these elders sit back and talk about people and point the finger and like they holier than thou. And these niggas, some of them still smoke. They eat all this crazy ass food. They're terribly obese. They screwing all kind of strippers and hookers, but yet they want to tell you that to follow them and to do this. And if you don't do it this way, the Lord gonna get you. It just don't make sense. Why is it that the elders on the street don't talk to you about obesity? That's in Deuteronomy 25. I mean, isn't it a terrible sin? I mean, we all in sin to begin with. Like the Most High say, let them who cast the first stone if you think you're without. Every man that says he's not a sin, he's a liar. Every man on this planet is a liar. The only truth man is the Most High. So when them guys get to pointing fingers and telling y'all going this and the Most High gonna get you, ignore that bullshit. Because these Negroes do wrong every day. First of all, the obesity. Half these dudes that be teaching, and I'm talking elders, and the guys that's under them, these guys about 400 pounds, man. 350 to 400 pounds easily. I can tell because I live that life. Right? And they never talk about their weight. You notice that. They'll sit back and call you a devil if you're of Esau. If you're of Jacob, they'll call you Jake. They'll sit back and say all these things and call you out and call you out of your name and tell you about yourself if you don't listen to what they're saying and pretty much prepare your life the way they're telling you. Walk the walk that they're giving you, and then you're cool. If you question anything they say, there's something wrong with that, right? I have one question. Why are 10 members in your group obesity? The first thing they're going to say, get on down the street, man. Is that the way to handle it? If they say that if a man of the Most High has an answer, have a question, give him an answer. So if I ask you about obesity and you tell me go down the street, you're a wicked ass nigga. Once again, they're trying to get that street credit. Now just check what I'm saying. You got these brothers out here that say they of Israel, right? Check this out. Because see, I don't give a fuck how they talk about me. Half these dudes I used to follow and honor. I put them in my videos and I took all that shit down years ago. So when they get to talking about me, they ain't talking about me enough, because as much as they want to say, just say, Yash Kara, just talk about me. Bring me 35 more thousand people that want authentic understanding so that they can make their own minds up and research themselves. Why is it that if I tell you something, that's bond? And if you don't believe in it, you ain't shit. That's how they teach out there. My word, my bond, nigga. First of all, look at this. All you got to do is go by this. You don't need no other book but King James. That sounds like a dumbass. One book you get all your teachings from. And that damn book been tampered with so bad, they know it's been tampered with. And they don't believe half the shit that's in there. If you listen to if you ever met these, like some of these guys, like in the camp, they tell you quick, man. Yeah, I know we know the scriptures say that, but if you really want to be truthful, we know that don't make sense. We know that been tampered with. You see? We know that's been tampered with, and something's not right. They have these conferences that they talk to each other like that. But then they'll come to you and tell you everything in the King James is true. And the publishing goes back to a Khazar who's nothing but of the synagogue. Come on, get the fuck out of here. The only way you're going to understand the scriptures if you come back as a babe, clean your temple, fast, and really humble yourself and go through life as the Most High wants us to do. Don't cause strifes and quarrels with your brother because he don't believe what you preaching. All the disciples had a different analogy of how to preach. They all had their own followings, but they didn't make parody videos, and they didn't go around trying to slander the other. A lot of them didn't get along. That's what they don't understand. But you didn't try to see a group of them go try to kill this dude. These dudes are so vile out on the highways, they pretty much want to kill everybody. Anybody that don't, if you didn't listen to Paul, Paul kept it moving. Paul was a killer before he changed his life. But Paul couldn't deal with the Israelites because it's too fucking arrogant. So what did Paul do? He turned his attention to what? The Gentiles. And then since he taught someone else other than them, what did they do? They got mad at him. Don't they do that today? You try your best to break bread with these brothers on the highways. You try to talk to the elders. And you can't get a word in. If you ask them a question, they get loud because they don't want to hear. They believe that the truth starts and stops with them. And the thing that kills me, a lot of these Negroes be having on 6-point star. When I see a Negro, all white guy with a 6-point star, he's trying to teach me about the Most High, Yah. I can't listen to him. How he gonna tell me about the Heavenly Father who created heaven and earth and his Son who died for our sins? And he's sitting there with a 6-point star on his wrist, his head, his belly, all down his shoes, his damn pants. First of all, let's just be brief. What is the 6-point star? These niggas want street credit. This is why they do this shit and they pump themselves on YouTube because they want their street credit. I'm telling you what it is. If a Negro didn't want fame and fortune, he basically do his work. There's a lot of elders out there don't even go nowhere near YouTube and they teaching brothers. These niggas want street credit. Check it. So the 6-point star did not originate. It's not nothing of the Star of David. It's not the Star of Solomon. Some of these guys on the highways and byways and they elders and they be trying to tell you and they ask them, why are you wearing a 6-point star? That's Solomon. Solomon was a damn idiot. He was hypnotized by pussy and booty. He fell in love with his concubines, and most of his concubines worship the 6-point star. And the 6-point star go back to Remnant, who is Remnant is nothing but the maker of Molech. I'll call him Molech. Molech or something like that. Molech or Molech. But you know what I'm saying, right? So the whole point of serving Molech and the 6-point star go back to Judaism, which is Judaism. Short for Judah or Judea. You get it? I'm not saying it's the tribe of Judah, so please don't take it there. I'm making a point how they do things in the Hebrew world. Okay? So you'll see Judea or you'll see Judah, but it's spelled Juda or Judea. Judah. Okay? Not the tribe of Judah, but abbreviation for what? Judea, which is Judaism. You understand this? So the 6-point star represent Judaism, which go back to Molech. And that's who Solomon was worshiping and the Lord put him down. King David told his son, if you keep doing this, the Lord is going to come against you. But he was so in love with his concubines, he loved Molech. And he loved the 6-point star till he started making his own symbols. And this is where they get the shit from. And they'll tell you, well, Solomon wore it. Solomon was a fucking idiot in the end. He was a beautiful man in the beginning, but turned away against the Most High ways, law, statutes, and followed the heathen way. And David told him the Lord was going to come against him. Had nothing to do with the king of David. There's no word in the scriptures that's an honorable thing to do. That's bullshit. So when you see these fat fucking elders and they sit back, that's right. With all these 6-point stars on their body, they working for who? The synagogues. Now you see where I'm going with this, right? And what do they want? Street credit. They want that street credit. See, it's just like hip hop shit. We go back to the streets, you know what I'm saying? And if we don't make it out here, we got enough street credit to make. Same difference, right? So you get on the highways and byways and pump yourself on TV. You look all hard. We get arrested, man, because we're speaking truth. And we weren't speaking truth like that punk ass nigga, that faggot ass nigga Yash Kara. If he knew what he was talking about, welcome in out here. He the comfort of his studio. You see what I'm saying? He can't go through this. And by the way, punk ass nigga, if we wasn't telling the truth, why come the white folks ain't putting us in jail and killing us? Why come they ain't killing us? And we calling them out. We calling them devils. You want to know why, nigga? Because the synagogues control law enforcement. They control the media. They control the CIA. They control the DEA. They control anything that happens on the street. And they see you. And the reason the white folks can't touch you because they work for whom? Who law enforcement work for? Who the military work for? Who the CIA work for? Who the FBI work for? The synagogues. Nigga, you trying to get street credit. And you know this to be true. That's why you wear your 6-point stars. Because if you get your 6-point star, that gives you a free trump card to talk about whitey. Why can you talk about white folks and you not die? Because white men don't run shit. They don't run a motherfucking thing. The synagogues run this motherfucker. And they've been asked, can we take these niggas out? We're tired of these niggers on the highways and byways talking shit, slandering our people and our forefathers. And the synagogues tell them, wait a minute. Your forefathers wasn't shit. Your forefathers worked for our forefathers, and you won't touch them. As long as they got the 6-point star and they're teaching out the books that we publish, they should live. So that's why you niggas ain't received a bullet to the head. Street credit niggas. You want to know why that you still surviving? You want to know why that you can talk that shit and say the white man ain't shit? Because the synagogues don't like white people. They call them gorums. That's why you niggas on them highways and ain't no bullet came your way. Because the synagogues are telling them, stand down. They run this shit, man. Don't know white man run shit. He has a job and he answers to his elite, and the elite is the synagogues. What the fuck is y'all talking about? You can snow them young kids with that bullshit, but you ain't gonna snow no fucking Yashkara. I've been through that shit. It took me forever to understand how can these niggas talk that shit on them highways and nothing happens. And you believe you a man of the Most High because you ridicule Esau, you fucking idiot? That's what they want you to do. It's called race war. Silly fucking rabbits. You understand what I'm telling you? Sometimes it's like a Spike Lee movie. You got to sit there and let the fucking jet go by. My. What I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, of all ethnicities, listen to this. How can a man get on the highways and byways and talk about another ethnicities and no harm come to him? That's because the people who are over all of them, the bankers, the one who put the books in their hands so they can read, of the synagogues, that's why they're surviving. That's why no harm come to them. And every now and then they get a pass and say, send some street cops out there to rest their street ass because today they ain't gonna get no street credit. That's when that shit goes down. They've been wanting to kill them niggas forever, including myself. And the reason they haven't did it is because we were talking the talk they want. Ridiculing Esau, ridiculing Jacob, who don't listen to this word that's written by the synagogues and twisted in the books, because the real knowledge of the Most High is still written in parables. Can't no anybody jump in the truth and open up a book and decipher the words of the Most High with a strong arm dictionary, or what they call it? A stronghold dictionary, who also was written by the synagogues. You niggas kill me. Street credit. The same way. They ain't never stopped. They've been doing that shit the same way. The breakdowns and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. They've been doing that shit forever. Niggas out there wearing all black. That's a Masonic color, man. That shit is wicked than fuck. 6-point star over the name. 6-point star in the head. 6-point star on the back. These niggas are Molich. They preaching Judaism, which nothing but Judaism that's controlled by the synagogues. And they getting paid under the table. And I'm telling you what I fucking know. This is the truth. But they got that street credit. See, you get on the street and you tussle with your brothers and sisters. What's up, nigga? Like I said, we got the truth and blah, blah, blah. And they get to tussle and fight. Then they get in front of the camera. You see what I'm saying? A real man come in the highways and speak. You punk motherfuckers in them studios, y'all ain't shit. Because this is where the action at. Street credit. All you street credit motherfuckers get a hand clap. When the synagogues see y'all going back and forth and y'all sitting there talking about each other and doing videos on each other, they sit back in they fucking synagogue rooms and drinking the blood of the children they done slaughtered, and they laugh. What great works they're doing, Rabbi. They're doing such a marvelous work. Why would we kill them? Exactly. Hamba Shamba. You see that? Listen to this. Every now and then, you see these guys preaching, and you'll see a rabbi show up. That's not by coincidence. There's a synagogue in New York. There's a synagogue in Philly. There's a synagogue in Connecticut. There's a synagogue in Illinois. There's a synagogue in Missouri. They're all over the USA. And every now and then they get an order to go out and see what they're preaching. Because as long as they're saying, kill Esau the devil, we're going to kill his children, and Jake that don't get this, we're going to do away with him too, he's the 2/3, they know that you don't know shit. And then when you got the 6-point star, you have a trump card where they're not going to touch you nowhere because you're preaching Judaism, and they know it. You're really doing the work of Belial, and you're preaching out the books that they recompose so that you would teach it that way. So you're going back and forth with your elders and your camps, and y'all just arguing with each other. They know that you pretty much at a standstill situation. So while he's out there, he'll listen for 20, 30. You notice they'll stand around for a minute. Then he'll go make a call. Father, they're still stupid. The niggers are still dumb. Okay, we just want them to do the work. That's why no harm has come to you. Now, by the same time, if you stop going off on Esau and Jacob so much and start saying the synagogue's going to die, their children are going to be ridiculed and suffer and be recompensed 10 times. And they are the synagogues of Satan, and start really, like all them pictures you got on the highways and byways, how you show all these pictures of slavery and all that, flip it and show nothing but pictures of synagogues. Show the one at the Shirley Temple. I'm not saying you're not doing it. I'm making a point. Most of 98% of you guys on the highways and byways, you teach about Esau. That's all you do. You talk about the white man's the devil. I'm trying to tell you the true devil, okay? Who controls them? It's the synagogues. If you were to flip it and make 98% of your teachings about the synagogues, they will put you in FEMA camps, if not kill you on the streets. But as long as you got it on Esau, they don't care, because that was their whole intentions anyway. It's a common denominator. It's a fucking psychology, works like a charm. You guys are preaching out of books that they put in your hand. That's why they send a rabbi every now and then. Look on them videos that them brothers be teaching. You'll see somebody just come by and stand. That's a rabbi. Why is he standing there? To make sure that these niggas are not getting any smarter than what they want you to be. I'm going to play a song called Save Us. Then I'm going to close out. I didn't intend to do nothing.